Hey, a second mistake I see people make, first-time buyers, newbies, is they don't get a title policy on property that they buy. It kind of ties into the first mistake. You know, they're impatient and they use seller financing or something like that. They use some mechanism to be able to buy it now instead of getting their ducks in a row and buying it later. And so they're already doing things on the cheap. Well, they say, well, I'm not going to get a title policy. I don't want to pay that extra few $100s or whatever that is. And they sometimes make a huge mistake by not getting good title work done and then getting an insurable, merchantable title to that property. And that's what title insurance, a title policy will do, is it will guarantee that you've got a merchantable title, that all of the big landmines that can come back and bite you sometimes years later on a purchase, that, well, that got taken care of in the title search and the owner's title policy. So I'm not going to get into all the details that covers, because there's a whole book on that, or dozens of books. Can't cover it here. But my point is, talk to a title company, talk to the attorney that's going to handle a deal for you. Ask them about title insurance, title policy. It's the same thing, and get it. Make sure you get a title search and get good title insurance on that property. The attorney does all that. You don't have to do anything other than say, I want it, and then you just pay for it at the closing. It's going to cost you more, but folks, you're dealing with something that you're spending or investing or risking a lot of money on. Why not spend a little bit of money to make sure that you do it right? Because you don't know. You do not know, especially if you're a new buyer. You don't know anything about the title to a property. You don't know how far to go back and look in things. And if you did, you don't know what to look for. I mean, come on. I'm a pro at this. I know a little bit. I don't know everything about it, and I do this every day as a land broker. I personally get title insurance on just about everything that we buy. Just about? Yeah, there's some exceptions to that for experienced buyers, for investors, for people that have done this more than a handful of times. But for newbies, for everyday folks just buying a piece of property, get title insurance. Don't make the mistake of putting that at risk by you just trying to save a few $100s at closing.